What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, baby. It's your boy KJ. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What y'all been up to? I know you've been up to a lot, because so have I. It's all good. I'm glad that we can meet up again. You feel me? I'm glad that we can meet up again. It's about time. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to get right into this little lit content. Today, we're going to be reacting to the Dreamers Pro Show, right? He does a lot of sports talk, mostly NBA, you know what I mean? Most of the things that go on and around the NBA. And today, it's a little topic going on that maybe y'all knew that I didn't know, you know what I mean? Now, I will say this. Amongst us people who pay attention to the NBA and stuff, we kind of felt like it's something that should happen due to age and due to the team moving forward and one person's career about to come to an end. It's something we felt like should happen. But then again, looking at the stature of this player and the longevity of this player and what all he's done in the game or for the game, you kind of felt like it probably wouldn't happen, even if it needed to happen. But nonetheless, man, we're going to have to just go and dive into this content. I think he's going to break it down very, very well. So we just going to dive into it. We're going to react to it. You feel me, guys? And so the link to this video will be in the description because I don't claim nobody's work. We just reacting to it. You feel me? So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're going to get right into it. Let's go.
As you guys know, the Lakers have been experiencing some recent success. They beat two of some pretty good teams between the Houston Rockets that they beat last night.
They've been coming with it.
The Denver Nuggets, and I forgot the other team that they beat that was also a really good team. I don't remember.
They've been coming with it lately. I know they spanked them Rockets in that. He got tied up and they ran away with it. Bottom of the third, top of the fourth. I think so. Then they got out on the Nuggets, which that don't normally happen with the Lakers. You know what I mean? That don't normally happen. So they've been playing some pretty good ball here lately.
The team, though, but anyway, I think it was the Knicks or some team like that, right? And for some of those games, LeBron was out, and then for some of those games, he was actually playing.
Right.
And if you looked at the data, you would see that the Lakers are clearly not a good team when Luka, LeBron, and Reeves play. It's just not a good duo. They're not a good trio. The best combination is really Luka and Reeves and then the rest of the guys. And I've said, and I've been saying that there is a way for the Lakers to kind of figure this out, and that would be to limit LeBron's role on the team. I've said, even suggested him going to the bench, although that's not going to happen. And
no, his name is too big. Who he is still kind of like face of the league. It's you just can't set him down. You know, it's LeBron. What can you do? Like, he does so much for the league outside of like playing ball. Now, I know everything got its pros and its cons, so I'm not saying that. I don't want nobody to get out in their feelings. I'm just saying when he's playing, it's good for ratings and everything. So, you know, and we know the NBA is a business. Yeah, fans can say what they want to, but this is big, big business.
you guys remember the podcast with Rich Paul and Max Kellerman when they were talking about, the Manu Ginobili role, and they were trying to, talk down Austin Reeves. And I'm like, no, Austin Reeves is their second best player. Like, he's their second best player. And I don't know why we're dancing around this. And
I agree with Charles on that. Austin Reeves is their second best player. When LeBron was out and it was Luka and Austin, they were holding it down. Austin Reeves was good enough. He's good enough to be your first option on his own team. I'm just going to be honest with you. He's good enough to be his first option on his own team. He's that good, and he's got youth on his side. You feel me? That's one thing that hurts LeBron. The youth is gone. It's slipping away. Father time has caught up with you. Your time in the sun, you done had it. You know, and I know that's something that everybody you have to swallow that, and you have to accept that your time in the sun is almost done. You know, it's almost up. And Austin Reeves, I think that would have been crazy for LA to get rid of this young talent like they've done so many times to please LeBron. But you know, LeBron was younger and he was producing, and it seemed like they've always gotten rid of some key pieces that they could have used to satisfy him. And I understand that. I know I'm not in the NBA, but I'm watching the NBA and I see some things that pan out for the good and some things that pan out for the worse. So getting rid of Austin Reed, I do not feel like that would help because he's been a great player for the Lakers. I know they didn't see that coming, but dude really, he is worth everything they give him and much, much more.
I said that about a week or two ago. I said JJ Redick needed to be fired because he was unwilling to do the most obvious thing, which was reduce LeBron's role around this. And I said that about a week or two ago. I said JJ Redick needed to be fired because he was unwilling to do the most obvious thing, which was reduce LeBron's role on the team. I said it. That was the key. That's the thing that needed to happen, right? And until that happened, this team wasn't going to go anywhere. So,
nope.
As I said, I had no idea we're going to do this show. Mitch sends me over some information here from Courtside Biz, and I want to put up the post for you guys, and it says, the best thing for our team is LeBron being the third highest used player. And I'm like,
okay, y'all saw that. Let's look at that. This is what JJ Redick said now. The best thing for our team is LeBron being the third highest used player. He's the OG on the team now, right? Still good. Still give you good minutes. I think I even said this on a video earlier this year. But I think it was a short. It was a short that had A. Marie. She was hooping on the court in heels. So it's a short on my channel. You have to catch it out. And I was like, I would put her in as maybe third option, and you have LeBron coming off the bench. You know what I mean? Or maybe saving to the fourth quarter. You get all that knowledge and all that power and all that skill in the fourth quarter, you'll win every time because he's going to have fresh legs, right? You're not depending on him so much. But anyway, that was just a joke. But with him being a third option, I don't see nothing wrong with that because they brought in Luka. So you know the team was going to be given to Luka. Anyway, that was just, there's too much youth there, and he's a star talent too. He's like, yeah, he's one of them guys. Don't play D. As far as them two, it's about the same. But LeBron's older, so I kind of get it. But Luka, he need to play a little more D. You're too young for that. And so you got Austin Reeves, right? He's second option. You cannot throw him on the bench. You cannot trade him. You're going to get rid of all your key pieces for a guy that's leaving in the next year or two? Come on, that don't make sense, right? So with him being the third option, with LeBron's passing skills, he's still a floor general. Like, you don't have to be scoring. He's a star player. He's always been a star player. He will figure it out. Like I seen him the other night, like just almost like quarterbacking, right? Passing, just doing nice little drop-off, little passing. And he get his points where he can, but you're not going to beat him on the pass and like seeing things when they should happen or before they can happen, hitting people in the right spot. You can't beat him on that. So for him being off the ball, I think it makes them more dangerous. I think it makes the Lakers way more dangerous. Let Luka do his thing. Let Austin Reed do the backup, and let LeBron play off ball. Third option. I think that's going to work perfect for his age. And it kind of gives him the breaks he needs for his age. I know he's in great shape, but he's still older. 41, I don't care how great a shape you're in. 41 years is still 41 years. You feel me? So I don't see nothing wrong with him being the third option.
Says the best thing for our team is LeBron being the third highest used player. And I'm like, you got to be joking. JJ Redick actually said this publicly?
You have to. You're a coach. I mean, this is your job. You got to be real with yourself, right? You cannot, because I mean, if you're not going to be real with yourself, you can't be real with nobody else. And in the end, you'll just be the one without a job. LeBron will still be there next year, right? Because I think he's coming back for another year, and it's probably going to be with the Lakers. I don't see him going anywhere. I don't see him going to Cleveland. I really don't see that. I don't see him leaving sunny LA. I just don't see it. So if you're the coach you say you are, or the coach you want to be, you got to do the hard decision. That's going to be, not so much as, I guess, like putting LeBron where you need him, right? And if he get the cackling or whatever, like the NBA, they usually cater to him, you're going to have to go against that. You're going to have to go against the grain. and see how the chips fall.
It looks like things are changing because this guy has finally said the truth. So what we want to do is I want to play what JJ had to say. I want you guys to listen to his comments, and I want to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to JJ Redick here.
Yeah, again, I mean, it's the he's still going to be, he still has been a high usage player relative to your average player. He's the best thing for our team is him being the third highest used player. And obviously there's been stretches of the year where he's had to do more with injuries or guys being out of the lineup, and I think finding a rhythm and a groove within the rotations and lineups when those three guys play, I think that's been the challenge for all of them.
That's been a challenge. You got three ball dominant guys on the court at the same time, and then two of them are kind of like liable. Well, not liable. Two of them are, it's a word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm saying. Two of them are not as trustworthy on the defensive side, right? So when you go to play defense, it's like 5-on-3 at best. 5-on-2 if three are not playing defense. So, and I'm not saying the game's easy. I'm just saying when you're looking at the people that are playing on the game, playing for the team, and everybody says Luka doesn't play defense or doesn't play much of it. And then we know LeBron is not playing much defense at his age. And then they also say Austin Reeves is not playing much defense. So that only leaves two other people. Two people cannot play defense on five. So you got to outscore the other team in bundles. I mean, you got to be on point with your shooting. You can't. There's no margin for error. No error whatsoever. You got to hit everything you put up. So you got to outscore the other team. So yeah. So having LeBron as third option, it kind of makes sense, man. But wouldn't you rather have him for that's a great third option. Somebody that's been first option their whole career, that's a great third option, man. That's a compliment to me.
Not just LeBron all season, and we didn't have the early part of the year to ramp up, and then Austin gets hurt, and then there's roughly 2 months where it's a lot of just managing stuff on the fly because of all the injuries we had, and so now it's post All-Star break. It's just about finding that rhythm, finding that groove for all three of those guys.
Excellent. So you heard what JJ had to say. Let's just go through some of the reaction.
You're trying to find the rhythm. The rhythm is you got to lean on your two youngest star players. It's really not. It's really just finding the strength and the courage to tell LeBron you can't be first option anymore. And that's hard to tell the face of the NBA. As we speak, it's hard to tell him that because he's been so dominant for so long. How do you take somebody that dominant that's been that successful at what he do and that skill for that so long and tell him to take it to the side and just like put him out back? It's hard. It's hard for the coach to do that. It's probably hard for any team to tell LeBron that because this is LeBron, right? So once you get over that hurdle, I feel like you can conquer anything. I don't need you right here, LeBron. I need you right here. It's nothing against LeBron. It's nothing against his skill set. It's just the passing of the torch. And there's no other way to really put it. It's just the passing of the torch.
What people said. One person said, having LeBron James playing the Chris Bosh role might get them to the Western Conference Finals. Another guy said, trust me, LeBron James doesn't like that. Another guy said,
both of those are facts. He's finna do what Chris Bosh did, and they could possibly win a chip like that. LeBron don't like it. Yes, he probably don't like it. But let me tell you something. LeBron is an adult. We are adults out here. Do you know how many times adults encounter something that they don't like throughout the day and they get it done anyway? No, he don't like it. He's been first option all his life, but he will adjust like most adults do, right? You either adjust or you get out the way. If you want to continue to play, you adjust. If you can't take that, you go somewhere else. That's just how it is. It's nothing against LeBron. It happens to us all at some point in time in our life throughout several many situations in our lives. It's gonna be a passing of the torch, whether we want it or not. It's just the circle of life.
LeBron like this are really blessing, and LeBron like this are really blessing in disguise. He can do little things, and when Austin and Luka are struggling, takes over the fourth quarter. Okay, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Another guy said fourth option if Ayton finds.
I'm getting what he's saying. You got those two guys, they kind of take some of the stress off LeBron back. And if those guys get to struggling, LeBron can take over in the fourth. Your legs are fresher. You ain't ran yourself to death. Maybe, sure, you played some D, but I've seen him lately. He's been getting more breaks throughout the game. So that's going to have him fresh in the fourth quarter. So when them guys have those streaky days where the shooting is not on point or that, they just off, the end steps in that super power third option. That's what that other comment meant. And it makes sense. At this age, you don't want to do all the like this time last year, we were still talking about LeBron doing all the work as he been doing. Now, not all the work, but I'm saying the bulk of the work. 40-year-old man doing the bulk of the work with all these young, talented players coming aboard. That's backwards. That's backwards, right? At this age, you are looking to dial it back a little bit and be more efficient in things that could bring help instead of having to worry about every possession, right?
Finds that dog in him. Another guy said, and when Austin and Luka are struggling, takes over the fourth quarter. Okay, I don't know what this guy's talking about. Another guy said, fourth option if Ayton finds that dog in him. Another guy said, I've been saying this since 2022. He should have been taking a back seat, but glad we finally getting it together. Another guy said his ego won't allow that, and people just kept on going on and on and on and on and on and on and on with their comments. What do I think about what JJ Redick had to say? I think he's correct. And I think now we're addressing the elephant in the room. It's not that we're picking on LeBron. LeBron is 41 years old. There's no
facts. I just said that. 41. It's a difference between 41 and 21, 41 and 23, 41 and 30. It's just a difference. I don't care how good you are. Your body has been here 41 years. It still has taken a toll of life, period. Right? It's just time to kind of step it back a little bit. There's no slack to LeBron, none whatsoever. It's just that time.
Reason of 41. I think now we're addressing the elephant in the room.
Thanks.
It's not that we're picking on LeBron. LeBron is 41 years old.
For real.
There's no reason a 41-year-old should be playing starter minutes. It makes no sense. It makes no effing sense for him to be playing starter minutes, given the fact that those guys don't really play defense. Now, I've said this. People have made a lot about Luka's defense, about Reeves' defense. If you look at the defensive ratings for the players, Austin Reeves, out of the three of them, is the best.
Pretty sure.
Then it's Luka. Then it's LeBron.
Right.
In that order. And I just didn't see how this will work. Now, people are talking about his usage. Well, if LeBron is on the court and his usage is down, it means that he's going to be doing other things, setting screens, rolling to the basket.
Facts, the intangibles. He got other ways that he can affect the game off ball. And it's all still playing toward the goal, winning and being in a position to play for the chip. Right? And if your defense is flawed, you're a liability when we on defense. So Austin Reeves is good. He's the best. Then Luka, everybody say Luka's sorry, but Luka's defense is better than LeBron. So, because I've seen LeBron like no defense at all at times. But then you get the ball when it's time to go straight to offense. And I know that's probably the way it's set up, But that's still that's a liability. We're playing 5-on-4 here. That's So I think we want to keep him fresh leg, step up when the other guys are down, and do the intangibles. Picks. Pick and roll, give and go. Diving for balls like he did the other day.
Sensational.
All his elite passing, right? When people cut and all that, who is better to throw you a pass than LeBron? Nobody. Not at this time in the NBA.
What is it? Hitting corner threes and other things. He's going to have to do other things, do the dirty work. But that's what the Lakers are going to need for them to be a successful team.
Right, facts.
And if it's truly about winning, then he will do that. He will take a lesser role, the same way Tim Duncan did when you saw players like Tony Parker or Kawhi Leonard and these other guys.
I totally agree with Charles on this. He is dead on with this. This is not picking on LeBron. This is just reality. You know what I'm saying? You go to work, you work for a certain amount of years, and sooner or later you have to retire. It's just one of them things that happen. It's life. It happens. So if you don't retire, you take a back seat. You take a lesser role. You get out the way and let the younger people do the bulk, the heavy lifting. It's just part of life.
But these other guys blossoming. He took a step back for the betterment of the team, but now Tim Duncan has 5 rings.
Correct.
Right? So I think JJ is finally saying the truth. Now,
right, using your head.
I want this to be said too. If LeBron does take a step back and we begin to see the Lakers flourishing and they become a solid opponent for other teams in the playoffs, I think that would be great.
Right.
And let's say the Lakers do go on to win a championship and LeBron picks up his 5th ring. That doesn't put him on the same level as Michael Jordan, though. Let me just get that out the way.
No, it don't, because Jordan he dominated all 6 rings. He was the leader. And there's no ifs and buts about that. That he was the leader. You know what I mean? Now, that's not to knock LeBron's greatness, but Jordan greatness is just Jordan greatness. There's not many people that can touch that type of greatness, man. Even he said himself, for better or for worse, the type of, he was obsessed with winning and being successful at the game. So he played just as hard on defense as he did on offense. You think about that type of motor, right? Everybody know how hard Jordan went on offense. It wasn't no taking nothing off on defense like people do, like LeBron might do and some other players might do. Jordan was two-way. That was a fact. You don't have to believe nothing I'm saying about that. You can go to YouTube and look at countless videos after videos after videos after videos. I mean, there's thousands. There's probably millions of them out there. You can watch them for yourself. And even if you hate it, you still going to realize the truth about Jordan being two-way.
Jordan was winning those rings in his prime. He wasn't winning rings riding the coattails of a Luka Doncic and an Austin Reeves. Right? He was winning being the guy. Even when Kobe was winning with Shaq, he was contributing equally. Go look at their numbers.
Right.
So it wouldn't be one of those things. I know LeBron fans would like to do that. No, there are not going to be no finals MVPs and none of that coming his way. It would just be that he did the right thing for his team to go out there and have an opportunity to compete for a championship. That's what it would mean. It would mean that he took a step back with his ego.
And you know what? LeBron said he always want to make the right play for the team. He said he's a team person. So if he is what he say is this, it might be a little hard, but he'll swallow that and make it happen. You feel me? So guys, the link to this video, if you want to watch the whole video, it will be in the description. The Dreamers Pro Show. You can follow them on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let me know what you think about Jordan. Jordan. We know that ain't true. Let me know what you think about LeBron being a third option and how it's affecting the team. And do you think it's helping the team for the better, or would you rather see LeBron go out being first option and it's like F everything else? Let me know how you feel. Do you think Austin Reeves should have been traded? Do you think Luka should have never been brought to the Lakers? How do you feel about it? So jump in those comments and leave some answer, kids. Folks, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy KJ, man. I catch you in this. Peace.